There, we're live. We're waiting for Barbara Brown to get hers set up. Oh, there we go, and we've got her. We've got her, but I don't see a picture. But she's supposedly in now. I think she's switched to her laptop to do it. That might be difficult to get pictures of the chest. And this isn't the Barbara you people are thinking. It's Barbara Brown. And hers is trying to connect. Circle, circle, circle. Hopefully we get her in here. We had planned on showing the chest. I knew I should have had. I told her send me a video of it. Oh, we got another guest. Who else is up the street? There, we'll talk to the street while we're waiting for Barbara to get in.
What's happening, man? I've been looking forward to see this chest.
Yeah. It's coming up. It's a problem with her camera, I guess, or phone, or what, or connection. I don't know. I don't hear you. Volume's up. Oh.
I had a problem last night. Trusted Living tried to come in, and I let him in, and it said down at the bottom, and this was Zoom. It said he was in, and then he disappeared, and then it jumped up in, man. It was weird.
Well, Jason told me he was going to apologize to you, so we can get that out of the way.
We're good, man. We're good.
I think Street probably knows me well enough. We go back and forth. It's nothing too personal. Nah, I apologize, Street.
I just honestly, Jason, I'd appreciate if you wouldn't handle guns when walking, man. It kind of makes me fucking nervous.
So I gotta put these away.
Yeah, please, man. It just kind of sends a fucking tone, man. It's like, God damn, fuck.
Oh.
No.
Yes, my volume is way down, so I have to keep my ear open.
Not today. Today I was shooting rats in the chicken coop, so I had the BB guns out.
Have you
Barbara
tried mothballs, man?
I guess she got something working because it came on to let me let her in, but I guess her stuff isn't connecting, and there's issues with that. It looks like you see her thing circling.
Is this? We mentioned it before. Who was it that had heart problems and his building, his whatever building burnt down? Was that? I keep wanting to say Vanetti's. It wasn't Vanetti's.
It was the one that had the fire and burnt. Yeah, with the barn burnt down.
Yeah, I think that was the first duplicates that came out, and I believe, didn't Jason and Sasha have something to do with this chest?
Yeah.
They were conducting the drawing for it. Forrest pulled the name and announced, but it wasn't to be announced till that 2019 February.
She was connected for a second.
They were appraised at $5,000.
That's what they're selling at, yeah.
Yeah.
Back then.
Well, she had it on eBay, but nobody bought it. Nobody bid on it. Don't know why. Because it's the only one really that's been in Forrest Fenn's possession.
Good point.
And she just showed me on Messenger. You know, the Messenger camera's working, but she can't get on the camera on StreamYard. I don't know what the deal is there. But there's a burn hole in the bottom of the box, in the wood in the bottom of the box. There's a little like eraser pencil size hole burned in the wood in the bottom of the box.
Came to her that way?
Huh?
That's how she received it? It already had that little burn hole in it?
Yeah. She doesn't know where it came from. Where the hole in it came from.
Is that like a weep hole?
I don't know why there's a hole there.
Sounds like whoever had it before them, used it as an ashtray. Put a cigarette out in it, man.
No, it's perfectly like something hot burned a hole through it. The wood.
Huh.
It's just strange. But it was in the barn when it burned, so I don't know. Supposedly it was in the barn when it burned down.
Wow.
See if she's on Messenger.
I thought you lost your shed privileges, Jason.
I lost my what?
Your shed privileges.
Oh, she's sleeping.
You're hiding.
No, everybody goes to bed at 7:30 around here. So, and like I said, I just got done rat hunting. I think that would be a cool, interesting YouTube channel. I've been watching a lot of Mousetrap that you can concoct at home. Well, the bucket with the rolling log sucks. So I want to try to make one with the tote, and the kids kind of get into it too. It's kind of fun. And then I got a camera out there watching them.
Yeah, I watched this one guy. He's pretty famous with it, and I guess some company from Japan took it over, like stole his patent. He didn't patent it correctly or some shit. Anyhow, he got one of his videos taken down. Someone actually, and it's obvious it's in a barn. I think he even puts in the description, this was in a barn overnight, and it's got the can. You've seen them. But the ironic part, he says, yeah, I apologize for my last video. I have to remake it with a dry bucket because I had water in it, and the rats and mice were dying, and someone fucking gave him a strike, like humanity. Yeah. I'm like, what? These are rats and mice, man. It's telling you how to kill them. What? Do you think killing a rat or mice is humane? No, man. What the fuck's wrong with you people?
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that too. But there's a lot of videos out there that I don't think you can show the act of them passing away, but you can actually have them trapped. But yeah, but there's a lot of videos that still have water in those buckets.
Yeah.
I seen one where they put motor oil in it. That way,
I don't see how they complain what we put on YouTube. And there's a guy who's got a song. It's called "Fuck You, Bitch."
Well, I hardly ever play rap. I'm not into rap. And every one of them is bend them over, smack their ass, take the money, kill the cops. It's like, what the fuck, man? That's violent as shit, man. What the hell?
Yeah.
So, Street, who says that was a rap song?
No, it was a country western.
Profiling bastard, you.
Yeah.
So let me see. They moved from pickup trucks and dogs and whiskey and the girlfriend breaking up to what the fuck they doing? What's these country?
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Is he talking to his dog or his girlfriend?
No, I think he was talking to his lawyer.
All right, is Barbara coming on here or not?
I'm waiting for I told her to restart her phone and try again.
Yeah.
But
Just, I'm not going to get mixed up in the whole thing with what's
yeah,
going on.
she was halfway in.
Ah, that's what she said.
She's not. I don't have waiting in the guest list here yet.
Yeah, I'm interested to see one of those boxes. I've never seen one of the Videtti's boxes.
Yeah. Oh, wonder is this. Oh, that's why because I had freaking Messenger on. Maybe if I go Bluetooth on and then Bluetooth off, it might fix it. Oh, here we go again. Oh, no picture. Add to stream. Add it to stream, and she's got the waiting thing. She's got a bad connection or something. I don't know. I told her try the computer. Try the phone again, maybe. I don't know. Oh, there. Oh, it's trying to get her.
Looks like bad connection, man.
Can you do a Facebook call with her and share screen?
It's my fucking thing's playing music again. Hang on, I gotta go turn off my MP3.
How's it going, Street?
Good, man. Real good. I'm
There she
alive.
went.
Everything else.
Oh, she gone again? No, there she is.
There she's trying again. There she is. There it is.
There we go.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi, Miss Barbara.
Hello.
There's the only chest that somebody outside of the Forrest Fenn Treasure LLC that has a chest from Forrest Fenn. What's the chain on it? Is that a key?
Yeah. Did it come with that keychain?
No, I made the keychain.
Came with a key though, right?
It came with the key.
Yeah.
Nice. Can we get a close up of the lock? The little arm that
You want
comes
me to
out.
take the key out?
Let's just show them a close up.
Yeah.
You want the key out?
He can do that.
Man, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And like I was telling Bill, there's I don't know, a burn hole of some sort in the lid.
Oh, it's in the lid. Yeah. Wonder why they did that.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they try to cover it with wood putty or something?
No, they didn't try to cover it, but tonight was the first time I had noticed it.
Kind of looks sanded around that hole, don't it? Or the varnish came off around the hole?
Yeah, it kind of looks lighter.
Like a drill hole. Yeah, give us a tour.
Yeah, you should have had a music box in it, maybe.
Is it pretty heavy, Barbara?
It's 42 or 44 pounds.
And it's got the correct dimensions.
The 10.5 by 10.5.
By 5.
I'm not exactly positive. See, I got the box, and by the time I had gotten the box, I was already pretty much shaken up. And so all feeling kind of shut down. I was numb when the box came. And then not too long after the box came, it ended up in a storage bin in my basement.
Yeah.
Should fill it with gold chocolate coins.
That's pretty cool.
And then the bottom of it, if you give me just a second, I'll lift it. The bottom of it has the poem.
Okay.
There. Nice. You could do rubbings on that. With a paper and a pencil, you know?
And so North Face is there, right?
Yeah.
Is North Face on?
He just got a phone call. He'll be back probably. Street's here.
But I wanted to ask North Face if it looked like this. What was the chest he was showing me when I said that's not the chest, and he said yes, it was.
Barbara's got the chest. It's below the home of Brown, right?
Well, Bill, is that right?
Huh?
Is that right?
What? Right.
Does Barb have the chest?
Yeah,
Because there
Barbara
is a
has the
difference
chest.
between a chest and the chest.
Yeah. A chest.
Is everybody still there?
Yeah, we're here. Oh, I think Jason's coming back. Oh, Ghost Dancer's. Ghost Dancer's in now.
Good evening, Bill Gorman, Street, Barbara, and Jason.
And so if somebody wants me to turn it or whatever, they're going to have to, you know, I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
What they want to see, you know.
Yeah. They probably want to see the backside. And each of the sides or something. I don't know.
Are you sure they're still there? Everybody there?
Yeah, we're
I'm
all
here.
Yeah, we're here.
Can you hear me, Bill?
That's the Vanetti chest.
That thing's beautiful, Barbara.
It definitely. I mean, yes.
Why don't you have it up? I mean, I'm just curious. Is it because of emotions you don't have it up in your like house where you like use it for jewelry or something, or is it emotionally?
It was a lot happened. So when I left here, I was leaving on a treasure hunt. You know, a man had left a treasure out in the Rocky Mountains, and have a good time and go find it. But with me, something happened. So whatever it is, I'm not exactly sure of. But 10 minutes outside of Denver, I knew something was different about this chase. And it just proved me to be right. See, I never dug in the ground. For some reason, when I finally got to the Rocky Mountains, my mind told me to look. And that's what I did. I spent a lot of time looking. And what happened was I developed pareidolas. And that's where I can see the faces and the things going on out in the mountains, in the trees, oil spots, water,
Clouds.
everything. Anything I look at, there's not one thing I can look at and not see stuff in it. I believe that I started to see spirits. I started to give readings. I believe I have something to say about the Super Bowl and how it should be set up. Music videos. I can see scenes in movies now. If I look at a movie on a laptop, I can see it play out. It's just a lot of things. My visual just opened up. I don't know. And
Jason's back. So you wanted to ask him something?
Jason,
Yo, what's up?
are you there?
Yeah, can you not hear me? Can you hear me?
Bill?
He's there.
Bill,
I
can you
hear
Yeah,
him.
Jason, I can hear you. Can you hear?
I
Can you
don't.
hear me, Bill?
Jason,
Yeah, I can hear you, Barbara. What's up?
He can
Bill,
hear
come on.
you. He can hear you. I don't know why you can't hear him, but ask him the question. He'll answer.
Is this the box that you showed me? Is this the photo of the box that you showed me?
No.
No, the one he was that was another prop.
No. The video that, or the pictures that I showed you, was with somebody that made those boxes a long time ago.
Okay.
And that mold was up in the attic, and I went there, and I actually had to climb up
So
the
to
attic.
answer your question, yeah, it was an emotional thing.
So do you think you'll come to a point where you can have it like in your living space where you can utilize it?
Until somebody tells me what is going on, it's hard for me to know what the next steps will be. See, my hope is that eventually when this lawsuits and stuff are over, that no matter who the winner is of the chest, I will have answers on what it was that was going on. Because something seriously, whatever this was it's a movie. You know, it's things that I can't really even believe myself. It's as if it showed me everything that I didn't believe in and said, well, I'm going to prove to you that even though you don't believe it, it doesn't make it not so. I don't know how to explain it.
I tell Barbara that's a second place prize.
I say until further notice, it is a prize.
You're the only one that has a chest from Forrest Fenn, besides some lawyer in a vault somewhere. And that came from Forrest Fenn.
It did.
And tell them about the box that it was in.
It didn't come in the box. The box.
He didn't send the box. He kept the box.
The crate that it's supposed to come into, and all the names have something to do. Creighton. Okay, so the crate that it was supposed to come into, it didn't show up with the box. everything that man said and every name that is out there has something to do with this thing. I can't wait for the lawsuits to be over so that the winner can be given their prize and we can all figure out how. Because I'm going to guarantee you, whoever found this chest went through some crazy stuff.
Mental crazy stuff.
Mental, yes, for sure mental, because again, even if it's the supernatural and it always is or was, what I believe is somebody had the capability to use it to their advantage. And that to me seems like the impossible part. Not so much that there's not a God or there's not supernatural things going on around us all the time, but I believe he could direct it. And that to me is insane.
Are you
Bill,
referring to the bending reality? Are we talking bending reality here?
Oh, no.
Real?
You know, it's one thing to go out. If I had went out and seen Jesus or God or angels, stuff like that, I would say that's your imagination running wild. Those are the things that you wanted to see when you were out there. But I seen and experienced things that I don't believe in.
Can Barbara hear me yet?
So what I'm trying to say is, Bill once called him a wizard. Now, I'm not going to say wizard as in like crazy, but he was able to make it work for him. Almost like he could communicate with it in a way to say, do this or do that.
Whoopi wants you to show it straight down on the top, straight down at the top.
Yeah, I wish she could hear me because I have questions for
her. You ask, I'll repeat it for you, Jason.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with her with experiencing some supernatural things. It's interesting she brought up God and Jesus and religion, and it kind of changes your perspective. Not the chest itself, but this whole experience through the chase, before the Jack thing. Because I experienced basically the exact same thing. And as she said, I look at life completely different now. It almost unlocked something in my mind to where I can rearrange words in a second. I can see through the veils almost. And it's quite annoying, actually. And the symbolism throughout the world, there's so much symbolism surrounding us every day and nobody notices it. It's right under our noses.
Well, yeah, Forrest said he was guided by the hand of God, and you had to be guided by the hand of God. There was you had to make a spiritual connection to get anything.
Yeah.
Well, look at the poem, the first introduction to Thrill the Chase. The first thing we get to read is a poem, man, talking about fate. Fate is the universe, man. However that word I've heard destiny, and if you look at well, it means the universe, man. God, it means whatever. I like the word universe. So he told us from the get-go, the universe is at play here, man. It's going to get freaky. Be prepared.
But it just seems insane because it sounds like words, when you go out there again. I was going on this Easter egg hunt. I was going to find this treasure, and he could say whatever he wanted to say. People do all the time. To go out there and actually experience this stuff, and then to find out that this is real and nobody is telling me. I mean, I've seen a doctor. I've lost emotion. Family members I cannot feel outside of trying to figure out what in the hell is going on. And it's not so much that there's bad things going on as it's so in your face that I just can't seem to, even with all the belief that I have in God and all, I can't go on knowing that somebody can dictate what goes on around me as much as Forrest Fenn does or did. It seems so weird. And again, it's not like it's really bad thing. It's like I came back and I could draw, and I could never draw before. I mean, I made jewelry. I never even thought about making jewelry. I'm just insanely artistic now. I can, I believe, tell you what is a fake painting and what is a real painting. I'm a fucking expert in everything, I think.
So you gained intuition by your thrill of the chase. Your journey through the thrill gained you intuition, a third eye, ESP, whatever you want to call it.
And confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence in herself.
I agree with you, man. I believe that was a driving force in it. It was finding yourself, like Jason said, and it's that third eye. Getting in touch with God. God is in Forrest's church was in the mountains. It wasn't in a building. You know, you brought up Jesus earlier. He said the same thing. You don't need the church. God's inside you, man. Just find him, man. And what better place to find him than out in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yes, for sure.
It's a good story, Barbara. I appreciate it. Like I said, I wish you could hear me.
Barbara, like freaked out about this and nervous, man. What? Because it's something new to you, and you're just getting. Are you getting more comfortable now than when you first started experiencing these things?
No.
You're still
the reason why is because my daily, from the time that I open my eyes until I force myself to sleep, my day is based on visuals, and not only visuals, but people will say things that take me back to a moment or make me feel like a moment's coming. See, look, the end is nigh. Okay, we all know this. As soon as these lawsuits are done and stuff, the end is near. And I don't know what the end is. All I know is that I was infected in a way that there is no way that the end is not going to affect me. So what is the end? If this is what I've been experiencing through the chase, what is nigh? What is the end? And so I'm on edge until the end.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're talking about it. You know, that's probably one of the first steps.
I always felt like this was going to bring, this was going to be in your face when it was done. It was going to be it was going to change history in some way, shape, or form. This thing's going to be huge. But what is that? And so where most people think that, you know, we're just waiting for the lawsuits to be done, and then, you know, the winner just gets their prize and it's over. And I don't feel like it's like that. I feel like there's going to be a big finale. It's going to be like the end of a fireworks show, and it's just going to be boom, 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 boom. And what is that?
So you feel the anticipation.
I don't feel like anything that's been done yet has made a worldwide impact. But I feel like it's going to.
Where did he put the number on it?
So the number 29 out of 100 is right after the poem.
Oh, she's flipping it on. It's to show the poem bottom side there again.
Underneath it. Yep.
29 of 100. And remember, his first bronze piece he ever made, he numbered number 28. On his first bronze, he didn't put number 1 on the first one. because number one would be one that was a perfect, more perfected and all. So this is actually the first one he made, got number 29.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool.
Wow.
So
So
like I said, I wish
that's
Barbara
supposed
could
to
hear
be
me.
the original version of the poem?
Yeah, is that verbatim with the poem in the book? Are the words the same? Could you ask her that, Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
The poem's perfect, right? There, everything's the correct words and.
No, I seen a whole bunch of different stuff on that poem. It talks about a bear and everything else there towards the bottom.
Can you see it,
Yeah. Is that the original version of the
Bill?
poem or?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
showing.
Ask Barbara to read it.
Jason wants you to read it.
Oh yeah, it says.
As I
I
have
thought it
gone
said
alone
bear.
in there, and with my treasures bold, I can keep my secrets where, and hints of riches new and old. Begin it where warm waters halt, take it in the canyon down. Not too far, but too far to walk. Put in below the home of Brown. From there, it's no place for the meek. The end is ever drawing nigh. There will be no paddle up your creek, just heavy loads and waters high. If you've been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down your quest to cease, but tarry scant and marvel gaze. Just take the chest and go in peace. So why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to see? The answers I already know. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. So hear me all and listen good. Your effort will be worth the cold. If you were brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. 29 out of 100.
Sorry, that so hear me all looks like so bear me all.
You need new glasses, Ghost.
I think so. Yeah, I'm seeing shit over here.
How you doing
How come I
tonight,
can't
Bill?
hear anybody but you, Bill?
I don't know.
You're a dictator.
I thought you could have a dictator. Yeah. No, the dictator's the other Barbara.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's different on there is that latch. It pretty much looks like. I don't know.
I don't know.
The latch looks like a dragon head rather than a gargoyle.
Did Bill tell
Right.
you I had this on eBay once?
Yeah. Yeah, I told him. It was on
Did you
eBay.
tell him it was full of jewelry and gold? And that it was still $2,000 cheaper than what the cheapest chest online was, and nobody would even take a chance.
Yeah.
I had
And it's the only
Barbies.
one that was actually in Forrest Fenn's possession.
And I had Barbies, and I had dolls, stuff that I had bought because of the thrill of the chase. Because it told me to go back to my childhood and get what you want. If you want baby dolls, get baby dolls. If you want Barbies, get Barbies.
That's pretty cool that she says that, because I went back to my childhood hobbies and looking for fossils and collecting rocks, just going out
Oh,
looking
the
at
back
rocks.
is a jaguar.
That's pretty
Just
bad.
saying, Bill, it's hard to communicate with people when I can't hear them.
You might have to log out and log back in.
Can you hear me, Barbara?
And now I can.
Did that come with a letter of authenticity from Van whoever made it?
Well, I had to pay taxes on it, so it came with a tax form.
But it didn't come
Is
with
that-
a letter of authenticity from the person who made
No.
it. Okay. It's not a big issue. It's not like it. No. Was the guy's name Vanetti or whatever? Did it start with a V?
Whose name?
The person who made that
Chris
replicated.
Jones.
Chris Jones.
And did he own
Yeah, Chris
Vanilla?
Jones. And he supposedly made 100 of them, from what I understand. But the only story I've heard on any of them was the story on this one. And we get to hear the story about how the man had a heart attack, went through a tornado.
Yeah.
I mean, out of 100 chests, in mine ended up on the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Ghost Dancer?
Yeah, loud and clear, 5x5.
Ghost Dancer?
I don't think
Yeah,
he
good.
did
he
anything.
Good
hears you.
copy on that, Mike.
Gosh damn it, Bill, you are dictating this.
It's not. No, it's not me. It's the freaking app. Or your phone is doing like mine. Volume's really low because we were using Messenger. It that's why I say if you're using the StreamYard or
You
Zoom or
are
anything, and
You're lying.
Messenger interrupts it, it destroys the volume of the sound. It just destroys it on the StreamYard.
Does
You
she
know?
still have that open?
Why do I
on
feel
a-
like if we were streaming with anyone else, I would be able to communicate better?
Oh, you're communicating fine. You have to turn your volume up to listen to hear them. I have mine, and I got nothing else on, and I'm barely hearing.
Does she have all
Anybody?
the
I
other apps running in the
I
background
can
yet?
hear everyone loud and clear.
Yeah, me too. I can hear everybody.
Is her Messenger running on a different screen in the background? Or she should close that out? You know, like hit the three little lines and close everything out except this?
Yeah, mine will only fix the volume if I turn the phone off and back on.
Okay, but what I was saying to Ghost Hunter, I didn't hear him reply. So can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, yep. Yeah, tell her, Bill, I can hear loud and clear.
He says he can hear you.
Yeah, let
My
Barbara
search
know.
area was Glenwood. And Ghost Dancer had brought up Wizard of Oz. And all I'm
Nope,
saying is
that
that on
wasn't
the
me.
Wizard of Oz, the good witch is Glinda.
Billy Burke.
Oh, Ghost Hunter. There must be
The good
another ghost
witch,
in
the
here.
good witch of the north. Her name is Billy Burke.
And where am I from, Bill?
We don't tell anybody where you're from because we don't want anybody stalking you.
Do you
Well,
have
be
a
the wrong person. I have an arsenal in the house now, thanks to the thrill of the chase. Also, okay, I got automatics for miles.
Hey, Barbara, do you have a swimming pool outside your house?
No,
Good.
The
I
other
was
Barbara
told not
does.
to get my toe wet. I was told not to get my toe wet before Gypsy's Kiss ever said it. My first search, I went to a train station in Glenwood, and I asked if I could pass over the railroad tracks, and the guy said no, it was a felony if I did so. I said, okay, I won't, because I don't want to go to jail. He says, no, not jail, prison, pretty much.
Glenwood, she's a
So,
Colorado.
I go to
Colorado
leave
searcher.
under the understanding, we're both under the understanding, I cannot pass the railroad tracks. And he says, do me a favor, don't get your toe wet. And this is before the thrill of the chase ever said to me, or said to anyone, don't get your toe wet.
Or
It was-
did you dip your toe in it? It was what Forrest asked K-Pro.
It was before I even got the books because I left with the poem and I had ordered the first book while I was gone. So I ordered it and left and didn't get the book until I returned. Yet when I was in Glenwood, the guy at the railroad station asked me not to get my toe wet.
That's kind of ironic, isn't it?
And I
Yeah.
had so much stuff happen to me that all I want is an explanation on what in the heck is going on and how was somebody able to tap into it.
My explanation would be the universe touched you and you're just kind of freaking out on it, man. Relax. It's okay. It's out there. You're all right. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try and fix my volume and reset my phone, and I'll be right back. You guys should be able to keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she won't. She's not going to
And
hear
it
us.
might fix
buddy.
your volume too.
Let Barbara know. She's not going to hear us.
She heard me.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, she can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
pretty cool chest. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I'd like to see if anyone else that purchased or received one of those, like, to see it, or if this is the only one that's actually out there.
Well, if he made 100 of them, and I think they were going for $5,000 a piece, that's $500,000, man. Just out of
Yeah.
a 100-piece run.
Yeah.
That's fucking extraordinary right there.
Yeah.
But this is the thing too, is when this chest was sent to me, I had already sent Forrest Fenn a bazillion messages that told him that something was up. I was sending him photos of faces that I could not see before that I could see now. And Forrest at one time had said, "Enough, please." And I thought, okay, you're overdoing this. You need to stop what you're doing. You need to stop following people. This is making you sick. And I go online and I stop following everyone and I decide I'm going to pull back. And Sasha sends me an email that says, "Hey, Forrest has picked your name out of a drawing and you have won a chest."
My
Hello?
volume's working better now. How's yours now, Barbara? Did me restart and fix yours? Can you hear them now?
Can
Can
you
anyone hear me?
Can you hear
Yeah.
me, Barbara?
We can all hear you.
Barbara, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? No?
Yeah, I think it's the messenger problem, Barbara. The messenger kills the audio, so you might have to just turn your phone off and back on, and when you hit the browser, it'll bring you right back in. Because I think you need to turn your phone off and back on because Messenger messes up the audio on the stream.
This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Yeah, but you'll be able to hear them. If you want to hear them, that's what you got to do.
So I'm curious, once she does this and pops back in, I'm curious to find out when it was Forrest was saying enough, what time frame, and how much time lapsed before Sasha
Can you
said
hear
it.
me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yep.
But can you hear them? Can you hear
Hello?
Sweet and Jason?
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Come here.
Hey Barbara, if you can hear me, I have a question for you. From the
Can you hear
time
me?
We hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Can you hear me now? How about now?
Can you hear me?
We
Can you
hear
hear me
you, Barbara.
Loud and clear.
now?
We hear you fine. It's your audio, your volume.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah. Can she not hear you now?
Can you hear me?
I don't think she can hear me either.
Hello?
Is
I
your,
don't think, no,
I think you-
she,
is your volume
Hello?
up on your phone?
No, she's just turned the cam and the mic on and off.
Yeah, you got.
Hello?
I think you have to restart your phone, Barbara, for the audio
Hello?
to work. I think you have to restart your phone.
You
Yeah,
might want to tell her that in Messenger because I don't think she can
Yeah.
hear you now, Bill.
yeah, I know.
She probably needs to get out of that basement.
There she goes. She logged out or something.
Yeah, she'll be back, I think.
Interesting.
So that's the other chest.
So she was a Colorado searcher then, if she's talking about Glenwood Canyon, huh?
My volume's working
Can
great.
you hear me?
That was one of
Yes,
my
I
solves
hear you.
too.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Yep, loud and clear.
We
Yeah, I
hear
was
you.
It's Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Good deal.
Good.
All right, she
Good to
can hear us all now. This is Ghost Dancer. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good to see you again, Barbara.
Hey guys.
Welcome back.
Hey, Barbara, I have a question for you if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
From the time frame roughly when Forrest said enough through the email communication to when Sasha reached out to you and said you want it, how much time lapsed between there? Do you remember roughly?
So I was on a job in Idaho, and I would say just a couple of weeks because it was by the time I got back to the house is when Sasha got a hold of me and said that I had won. And that drawing was 3 months in advance. And again, the messages that I was sending to Forrest, if they had nothing to do with this poem, should have sent an alert to him like, we can't communicate with her. She's off her rocker. And the fact that he had 3 months to make that decision, it just seems really off to me. I don't make sense to myself, and I get so overwhelmed that I actually get angry at myself because I don't want to believe what is happening, but it is. And every day is a reminder of something that's going on.
I hear you, Barbara. I feel the anxiety as well. I just try to not think about it and make it through the day. And it's not about the chase, it's about just the world.
It's
Yeah,
really not.
it's coming
It's
to
about
an end.
wanting to know. It's about wanting to know how and what was it.
And what will it be?
And yeah, what will the end be? Because we all know that we haven't hit that end yet.
Can you get close to the locking latch? It looks like a little crocodile head looking at me. Nope. Go back at the angle that you were.
Yeah, I think it
There you
looks
go.
like it
Yeah, go.
looks like a dragon. They say it's supposed to be a jaguar.
I think it looks like
I
that
think it's a
ram
ram.
station shot.
Oh
It's a
yeah, it
ram.
does look like a ram now that you're up close on it. I think it looks
Right.
like a dragon. And then the other
But
one looked like a gargoyle.
yeah, so it will change due to how you look at it.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but a lot of things are like that, which I didn't notice before. For instance, it's hard to explain when I'm on the phone, but you can find an elephant and a fucking peacock. Who would have thunk it?
I do the same thing. I look at a peacock, and then you look at its snout, and you can see the cobra.
Yeah,
And
it's like things look like other things. Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
for
well,
sure.
I hear you, and I think they call that the Mona Lisa. A Mona Lisa's got so many defects and pictures behind it because the artist had painted one thing, changed his mind, put another one, and it's kind of like a 20-footer when you're looking at a car, right? looks great from 20 feet. The closer you get, you start seeing other things in it. And I think a lot of that is kind of, well, how that latch is designed. So you can see different things.
Okay, so that's another thing. You bring up the Mona Lisa, which is very odd because out of all paintings that I've looked at, if you look at the Mona Lisa and you look at her shoulder, you will see a troll. And it sounds weird, but it's on a balcony. A lot like the balcony that's on the front of this chest. Now, I've looked on the internet to see like things that people see in the Mona Lisa to see if that fucking troll or whatever that's on her sleeve anybody's ever talked about. And I can't find it anywhere.
Well, and that's with Frederick Remington, a lot of his art. If you can actually find a cowboy pointing the gun right at you, at the person viewing the painting. He's mixed in the background with everything else, with the chaos, and embroidered right there in one spot, you'll find a barrel pointing right at you.
Wow.
Is this chest a 3D bronze piece?
No.
No.
It's a chest. What do you mean?
It's a Vendetti's. It's Chris Jones.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Totally different people.
Yeah. No, that's very cool, Barbara. That's a good little treasure for you.
Yeah, that is cool.
So are you under the belief that there's 2 trips? You took the chest in and then the treasure later?
Okay, so what I did, which I didn't know he had 2 trips. When I left, I didn't know anything about this poem. But when I got back, I felt like I needed to go back because I didn't go alone. So I sent Forrest Fenn a poem about how I was a fool and I was leading the blind and that I had to go back alone. And when I go back alone, I decide to stop at the Walmart and I buy a brown trash can. And I fill that trash can full of gifts. Purple agate, a 2-tone arrowhead, a Bible, birthday cards, Christmas cards, Mother Day cards, Father Day, just fucking full of whatever random. And I take it to my spot and I leave it. Now I'm on Christmas.
You left a trash can full of stuff?
Yes.
That's awesome. See, you gave something. That's awesome. You gave something.
When I got home, though, I realized I was so convinced that I was in the right spot. If I had seen that treasure chest, the only person who could have left it was Forrest Fenn. It had his hat in it. It had bottled water in it. It was full. So I get home, and I had left a poem at the hotel I was staying at for the maids with $5. And it was take it in the canyon down. And when I get home, I realize, oh my freaking Lord, those maids are less than 20-minute walk to that place. And if they see that garbage can and they know this poem and they know his story, they're going to be convinced and they're going to jump in the Colorado River and somebody's going to end up dead. So I call the police on myself. And I tell the police, you have to go down there and get it. You have to move it. And the lady says, can you draw a circle on the map? And I'm thinking in my mind, you're fucking dumb. I'm not standing there for me to draw a circle on a map.
You got to follow the poem. Just go.
There's one house that is on an island in No Name. It's the only house there. Okay, so I tell her it's the only house in No Name, and you need me to draw a circle? You don't need me to draw a circle. You know exactly where it's at. So she says, well, we can't just go down there and move it. And I said, whatever officer goes down there to get that garbage can take it home. I had the weirdest, when I got through that canyon, they shut the canyon down for no reason whatsoever. I thought a snowstorm was coming. So I didn't go back through the canyon. I took the main road. Come to find out, there was no snowstorm coming. There was no nothing. When I called a cab to get out, I said, look, if we have an emergency, can I call the police? Can somebody come get me out of here? And the cab driver laughed. I went through the weirdest shit on this fucking chase, and I just want answers and how all of this shit happened. It's just insane. Again, one of the one things that should have never been said, which was random. Also, when I get through the canyon, there's a woman standing there with her husband, and they're shoveling. And I said, is there a gas station or a rest stop up, like ahead of me, like close nearby? Because I had just walked through a canyon. And the woman looks at me and says, why? That's not even who says that? When you ask if there's a gas station or a rest stop and you've just walked through a fucking canyon, why else would you want one? I'm telling you, I don't know how he was able to do it, but it was almost as if he was able to control it, or he already knew the story before it happened.
Yeah.
I feel like I am living the dude's poem in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Not making me necessarily the winner of, $1 million or whatever, but maybe there is more than one of us.
You're entangled.
Shy Guys.
I believe that whoever
He said
came in
it
here and
doesn't
got
sound
an
like her.
whoever came into this and got an artistic background, we should all be somehow coming together to, in a way, build an empire. Like, the ideas that we have are insanely intelligent, and none of us have the ability to do it on our own, but if we would all find each other, but we're so busy, like, you're not the winner, or you think you know too much, or you think you're too involved. I hear everybody, they're wanting to sue each other and fight each other. And it's like, whatever happened was huge. And there's no doubt that I may not be the only one who has been touched in this way.
Well, at least the right Barbara got a chest.
I just feel like there's a group of us, and we're too busy fighting each other to figure out what the real message here was.
Could this be Forrest foretelling the future with chaos and embroidery and Eli's scrapbook, possibly?
So you're talking about Eli from the Bible?
Well, the scrapbook he did about Eli, who's a Bohemian artist. He was a Jewish fella from New York that he did a book. Forrest did a book review. It was a scrapbook, Eli.
See, I didn't really get into all this stuff. I've been trying to get away from it.
He did a scrapbook with chaos embroidery, which is Kachina dolls. And Kachina dolls are like representative of the gods, Native American gods. Are you familiar with that? The scrapbook with chaos and embroidery?
I didn't read any of the scrapbooks.
Well, what you're talking about, he did a scrapbook later on, and it was 2 Kachina dolls. And like I said, Kachina dolls are gods in Native Americans. One of them was named Chaos. The other was embroidery. Kind of sound familiar, don't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And in Egypt, those Kachina dolls are the gods there too. The man with the ibis
like
head,
I told Bill,
somebody with a lion's head.
I almost feel like I don't belong here. Like, I didn't get involved like this. I didn't get into the scrapbooks. You probably could repeat stories to me that I probably wouldn't remember from the book.
Show me, put it back on its feet there.
I don't understand why I'm still here.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing you didn't get into the scrapbooks, because there was a lot of hacking going on off of that website.
Put it back on its feet. Some of the people that hadn't seen it.
Like I was telling Bill too, you know, this poem, I can't word that word for word, but I can't do anything without it either. I'm talking, I could do my dishes and have to begin it where warm water's whole, and I have no idea why I'm doing it.
Did warm water salt for you at Hotel Colorado?
It was Denver Hotel in Glenwood. It's where I first realized that no matter how you flipped art, there was art. I was laying on the bed.
Is there a Denver hotel in Glenwood, or do you mean Hotel Colorado?
It's called Denver. It's called the Denver Hotel in Glenwood.
Okay, cool.
And I was laying on the bed and I was looking at a photo of Indians at an outside farmer's market. And I couldn't figure out how, but I had to take the picture off the wall because I had to start flipping it because I knew I could see stuff in it, like whole images, even flipping this thing. So I couldn't understand what the fuck I was doing. I flipped the carpet over. I was opening drawers because I could see, I hear a bird in my room. And I'm like, there's no fucking way there's a bird in my fucking room.
Yeah, your next door neighbors were probably doing some illegal activities, and it floated over into your room.
I'm telling you that it didn't. So I go looking for this bird, and I see bird nesting under the desk. So I open the drawer, but there is no fucking bird in there. But behind the drawer, coming out of the drawer, was bird nesting. And I heard the bird. I'm just saying.
Put it back on its feet.
It's supposed to be over soon.
Some of the people that came in recently.
Jack is supposed to do whatever, and we'll all know, hopefully. Jack's not coming out and telling you a fucking bedtime story, though. He's going to tell you a crazy fucking story on how he found it.
But, Barbara, can you put it back on its feet?
And if that is Bill, Bill is holding back a crazy story. He's not telling us all.
You put it back.
Yeah, you can't tell them if they're relevant to new treasure hunts. Can't give up your secrets.
Hey, Barbara, some of the people didn't see it when it was on its feet.
Like around this.
Yeah. You flip it back on its feet.
Hello.
Can you flip it back on its feet?
Bill?
You saying you can't hear me now? Flip it on its feet.
Is anyone there?
No, I bet she has to restart again. Enough time has gone where she's starting to fall behind again. She's lagging.
We can hear you. I can hear her.
Yeah, can you hear us at all, Barbara?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can you lay it back down on its feet? There's some viewers that kind of want the tour again.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost your camera now. Oh no, there it is.
Does have. She sets it down when she flips it because it's 42 pounds. It's heavy for her.
That chest is 42 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is exactly how much weight I've lost too on this fucking excursion.
Everybody is.
Isn't it supposed to weigh 2 pounds with the gold in it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's 22 pounds.
Yeah.
20 pounds.
Guy, he made them weigh as much as the whole treasure war weighed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I like that chest. That's awesome. I can't believe they went for $5,000.
Those are the double blades on top. This Whoopi.
Cheapest one I thought I seen was like $7.
Wow.
So does that feel like it should hold a book of days?
Yep. Or a Bible?
It's
A
it's
family
heavy.
Bible.
It's heavy. It should be holding something that needs fireproof and waterproof and everything proof. And if that's your Bible, then that's your Bible.
You put a spiritual book in it.
Like I said, I had it full of jewelry and put it on eBay
You need
with
fill
an
it with
American baby doll and
You
Barbie. People were like, no.
It's below the home of Brown.
And it's the dimension. The dimensions are 10 by 10 by 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty cool thing you
Well,
have right there.
the trusted living.
No,
This is
when you
the
showed me
first
the
one.
picture that you showed me, you said that was the picture of the chest.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a mold that was used to make a chest.
But
Yeah,
not this
you
one.
tell it was a corner. Yeah.
If that one there
Or
came
what
from
do you do?
the
You carve
Nettie.
it out of clay first.
I never did the research of the Netties to see who it was. I'm probably butchering the name. I don't know who that artist is, Chris Jones. But yeah, there's another chest that was made years ago, and it was the mold for that one. And then I was holding up another cast of the lid. Remember the picture I showed you was the lid of the chest?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was, but that was many years before this stuff was made. I don't
But
know.
this was supposed to be casted from the original.
See, I don't know how Vendetti's would have done that.
Well, you have to carve it. You carve
I
it.
heard he did it by pictures.
Mold it with wax, and then you pour it, and then you burn the wax off, and this is an end result.
I could dig those pictures up again, and we could actually look at the mold and see if it, corresponds with the design, or
It
look for any.
didn't. You could pull up them, but it didn't. I could tell you, I don't know
Hey.
shit, but for some reason I know shit.
Hey, I don't know if it's the real Chris Jones, but he's in the chat and he says, no, it was not cast from the original.
Right. Yeah, Chris, there you go. Come join
Absolutely
us,
not.
Chris.
No, that's
I hit the link at the
the
top.
idea is the same, but
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'll say this, Chris. It's a beautiful piece of art, man. Well
Yeah, it
done,
is.
man. However you did it, it's fucking
yeah,
beautiful, man.
pretty
Well done.
good.
Hey, if that's the real Chris Jones, ask him about the burn hole in the lid.
Yes, that'd be interesting. Chris,
Yeah,
Mr.
what's that
Jones,
burn hole
what's
there?
up with this burn hole, man, in the lid?
Well, I just
Where
suggested
it
he
burns
hit
in the
the
wax.
link and come on in.
We're not molten. Whole
So
hot
you know when you
the wax.
Oh look, we
You
got
do
Copper
this
Dan
again.
showing up.
so Barbara, get real close to the wood. So like I enjoy looking for antique furniture, and the varnish begins to crack. Not down there, that all looks pretty nice and new, but the back of the lid, that looks like the varnish is starting to crack on it, like there's a little bit of age to it.
That looks like a piece of paneling from a trailer.
Yeah, get real
I
close
thought
to
it
it.
looked like a piece of Copper Dan's art.
Chris says he doesn't remember a burn hole in it.
Maybe the light's just looking too.
Yeah, there's a pinhole down in that bottom left corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the link at the top, Chris? You can come join in and talk about it if you want.
Now, mind you, there has
That's the
been
nail hole. That's
Eh,
the
eh,
nail hole where the picture was hanging from.
he can explain how it's the first
what
chest.
picture?
Number 29 is the first chest, correct, Chris?
I think that's what's holding that wood in there. There's a little metal lag in there. There's one on the other side.
Oh, Barbara's the real Barbara. Not. She's not a.
Keep it clean on this one.
Yeah.
This is a good show. Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not destroy your
Her name's
show.
really
Bring up
Barbara.
Keep it clean.
What?
Your name's really Barbara. The people, because people are oh, the other Barbara is going to get it. Well, it's too bad. There's other people named Barbara. We can say Barbara
Yeah,
all we want today.
the latch and the locking mechanism are definitely different.
Can you get close to that lock?
The top or bottom?
Both. There you go. It's a 2-hole.
Yeah.
Chris says number 73 was the first one. Number 29 was about the 15th.
Indulgence only had one latch hole. It was round.
Yeah, it had only one and round. Yeah. So the replicas don't have the same latch even.
No, they probably don't. You probably can't make them anymore, Bill.
Yes, go with what latches were available. Yeah, because that's something that.
Yeah.
That's
If
probably
it's 11th century, they don't make those kind of locks anymore.
See, I was looking at the screws. Like, they actually look aged. They don't look like. That's pretty good. Good job, Chris.
Yeah, definitely cool.
Yeah, that's a beautiful piece.
I know if I found that laying out somewhere in the wilderness, I would definitely think it was Forrest Fenn's treasure chest.
I pretended to pick it up out there.
You wouldn't hit it. Hit your own Easter egg.
Yeah.
No, I took out. Well, I was at a spot and I felt like he was saying use your imagination. So I took a bag out of my truck. I put it on my back. I thought in my mind, okay, you picked it up. Now put the bag back in the truck. I put the bag back in the truck. And
Chris Jones is in the chat.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't hear anyone but the two
Hello.
J's.
Yeah.
That's why he's ignoring me.
Let's go ahead and fill that up.
Yeah,
with
go
Forrest
back to
Fenn
you
stuff.
put it back in the truck, and then what happened?
I just put the bag back in the truck and I left the spot that I was at as if I had it with me.
Did you notice anyone following you?
No.
You took that all the way to Colorado?
No. I didn't take it with me.
Oh, you just kind of.
So
pretended.
before I got the chest, I was at a spot
Okay.
that I thought that I needed to pretend as if I was grabbing it.
Okay.
And so that's what I did. I pretended that I grabbed it. I felt like I was always going to have this chest before it came.
You manifested it. You pretended it. You played your part. You played the role, and you ended up with one.
Exactly. What shouldn't have never happened.
No.
Did you run around excited?
That shit is a movie. That shit does not happen. You don't get out of the car with the mindset that I got and think, oh, you got it, and then end up with, no, it doesn't happen. That's where
Did you run around excited and say, look what I found. It's Forrest Fenn's treasure chest.
No. as soon as Sasha said that I had won, I was already questioning everything that was going on. Like, this is not so. This cannot be so.
Why?
Because just because I
Maybe you
say that
found,
it's so doesn't make it
maybe you were
so.
the solver of Jason and Sasha's treasure hunt. Maybe that trash can you found was theirs.
No, I
They put
left the
that there.
trash
No,
can.
she bought it and left it.
I left the trash can.
Oh, okay, I got you. I understand.
2019, was that in 2019 you
Yeah,
won
it was February of
2019 is when I
2019.
go.
So July of
2019 Christmas, the day before Christmas is where I start. The day of Christmas, I was talking to Forrest Fenn. Well, not talking to him. He was responding to messages that I was sending. I went on Christmas of 2019. Or 2018, 19. I think it was 19 or 18.
Yeah, but Chris wanted to know when you won it, and I told him it's June of or July of 2019 was when the drawing was.
At one time, he tells me to turn around.
And if that's the real Chris, that's the one that when he got hurt was supposed to be shipped out, that he had to finish up.
No, five leaf. She didn't say she found it. She won it from Forrest. Forrest mailed it.
If Chris is in there, how many has he sold?
How many have you sold, Chris? Well, he heard you.
Yeah, everybody could hear her.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's coming in loud and clear over YouTube.
But we traded off where she couldn't hear you guys. She could hear me, and now she can't hear me, but she can hear you guys.
Yeah, I think she's lagging a little bit.
Yeah,
How many
that's
has
pretty
Chris
damn
sold?
cool though.
The Stream app doesn't lag.
Did we try this a different night?
Oh, it's working good.
No, you're good, Barb. Everyone could hear you loud and clear. You're awesome.
Okay. I can't hear everyone.
Chris Jones said, what? 30? How many did he make? 33 or 34? He sold?
He's not making any more.
Oh, cool.
So that up 100 is up 34.
Does he think this one was bad luck?
Yeah.
33 is one of the luckiest numbers out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good number.
So my birthday's 331.
I was talking about this chest because he went through a tornado.
Oh,
303.
yeah.
303 is the area code of Denver.
Yeah. Yeah,
You can't get a 303 number anymore.
I was supposed to be born on 330, but I was born on 331.
It's good luck he survived the tornado and survived his heart condition. Was able to benefit for you. I'd say that's full of luck. And Forrest had it in his hands and gifted it. You drew your name or however the contest was. So that's a good omen there.
Chris Jones said after he sent it, he couldn't get a hold of you. And he's glad you got it.
Mm-hmm.
$45 days.
Pretty cool. Thanks for sharing that, Barbara.
Really?
Yeah, no problem.
That's amazing.
But
Really
I could share it.
Really cool story behind it too. I think ghosts are involved in this one.
Oh yeah,
spirits were involved.
I was just imagining
Spirit world is involved.
Chris knows the spirits were involved.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Something's up.
Oh yeah.
Right, that's what I get from this.
And I probably could get to the bottom of it faster if I could believe in it, but I fight it.
Any box resembling to that degree does have
So
Savannah on it.
Yeah, good job, Chris Jones.
The
Yeah,
walls
good
are
job.
thicker than the original to get the
Thank
42
you.
pounds. The walls are thicker than the original to make it 42 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what Chris says.
Miss Barbara, I'm gonna finish this smoke and I'm gonna go to bed. I got an early rise day tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm about done too.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any other questions, just let Bill know.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
you finally went on air, so now you can come back and collect your thoughts and come back and talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll show my face. All right. You guys have a good night.
You
Thanks,
too.
Barbara. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah,
Bye,
the rest of it can stay on if Jason was bugging out and
Yeah,
straight.
I'll stay on with you, Bill.
Hey,
Okay.
keep this one.
I got
a
some
good
hot
show,
spots to burn.
Huh?
It's like keep this one a good one though. Good night, Street. Good night, Ghost.
Good night, Jason.
Later, Jason.
Yep. See you later, Billy.
Yep. Okay. We'll see ya. My audio just went to shit again, so.
All right.
Adios.
That sucked. 11 hours of a show the other night, and the audio was really shitty. Most of the time.
Yeah, on the music and stuff. Someone's echoing, man.
Barbara's trying to call.
I hear.
So, well, that's enough for tonight, I think.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Take care.
She's wanting to talk to me, so. It was great having you all on here, and good to see Barbara's chest.
Finally. Appreciate it,
Okay.
Bill, everyone.
Have a good night, Bill.
Yep. We'll see you. Adios.
Later.